こいつレバー前入れてるな、予測で入れるんですよ。そこまで通じるとですよ。レバー前入れてるな、はい、だからこのまま前進し続けるでしょう。おそらく3フレーム先も前進してるとしましょう、ってやるんだけど、何のコマンドが完成するか分かんないじゃん。
それだけじゃ分かんないですね。
でしょ、ニュートラルのままかもしれないし、次前入れたら前々が成立するでしょ。鉄拳の場合はそこからさらに別のコマンドもいくかもしれないし、なんとボタンが押されない可能性もあるわけでしょ。
ありますね、大いに。さ
っき与田さんが言ったいわゆる分岐が、未来への分岐、過去の分岐がとんでもないんですよ。予測がしにくい。予測がしにくいので何をやるかっていうと、結局巻き戻す時に本気で異様に巻き戻すしかなくなるんですよ。だからこうやってステップしました、こう殴りますってなった時に、これを巻き戻し量が多いともう本当にこうやって戻らなきゃいけないですよ。アニメーションに対する影響がでかすぎる。
それはさっき小田さんが言ってた
共通の過去のとこまで戻さないと
いけないから、シューって戻るからめちゃめちゃブレて見えるし、でなんなら予測ができてると別にそれでさえ予測でこっちが要はガードかが技出してるしかないんだったら、予測の処理でアニメーションも調整できるわけですよ。バカってしちゃうか、もうそのポーズで止めちゃうか、もしくは
I don't really understand his example there. I mean, he says in a 2D fighter, if you input a Hadouken, a fireball, now you're stuck in this animation for like, what, 10 frames? I don't know how many frames a Hadouken is. So now the rollback is fine with this because now you're stuck in an animation. Whereas in Tekken, if you press forward, you can go forward neutral, forward back, forward sidestep, forward. The game can't predict this, right? The rollback can't predict this. And I'm like, but the equivalent of a fireball in Tekken is Brian doing a Mach kick, right? If Brian does a Mach kick, he's also stuck in an animation. Or if he does an orbital, he's stuck in an animation, for God's sakes, for like, what, 25 frames before it even connects. Isn't that the equivalent? If you press forward in a 2D fighter, you also have the option of doing forward into block, forward into neutral, forward into forward dash. So I don't know if I might be stupid here. I mean, he's the genius compared to me, but I just feel like the example he just gave was completely off. He was comparing different things. I mean, you have dedicated special moves in Tekken as well. And you have forward dash in Tekken, you have forward dash in 2D fighters. And then he explains that in Tekken it's hard to predict because the characters just have so many options, and that it can look awkward to roll back animations in Tekken, like, Mach punch, and then it goes back. It can look jarring. I think he means due to the 3D animation. But I feel like I'm speaking for everyone when you feel that we'd rather try and see what it looks like, having jankier animations, than keep playing with super subpar rollback, right? It's like what we're doing now. If he feels that that's as far as they can push it, like, it just feels... I mean, if you're used to it, you're just playing Tekken all the time, it might not feel that bad to you. I mean, I legit have people who come to me saying, I'm always playing on a free bar. I don't have a very good ISP. My internet is bad. I always play on a free bar. And it's okay to me. But me, who's always playing Tekken 7 on a 5 bar, to me, I guess, you know, I'm like, a free bar is completely unplayable to me. It's not Tekken. It is so miserable to me playing on a free bar. But some people are used to that. So they're like, free bar, it's fine. Look, I can... And, you know, they've practiced like crazy on a free bar. They can block a snake edge. They can react to throws. They can do their combos. But me on a free bar, I eat snake edge. Like, I can't react to stuff. I can't break throws. I love fighting Armor King, for example, but on a free bar, it's the most miserable and painful experience. Like, have fun breaking Shining Wizard, Giant Swing, Tombstone on a free bar. Or punishing his hop kick. Armor King is suddenly the most disgusting character in the game. Yeah, okay, so my preference is 5-bar in Tekken. But I've been playing Tekken 7 like almost exclusively for, you know how many years, right? But lately, I've tried other fighting games. I've played Mortal Kombat. I've played Guilty Gear. I've played Multiverses. And what do all of these games have in common? They feel very, very modern. And they have dedicated servers. And they all have like optimal rollback netcode where it's like, I just don't feel any difference whatsoever going from practice mode to actually playing the game online. I literally never feel any delay in pretty much every single game I play, right? And now that I've broken out from my mold, right? I'm not playing Tekken all the time. I have a new reference point. Now it's very hard for me to play Tekken again, you know, as much as I used to, or playing like ranked. Because now I just find the netcode almost completely unacceptable. And I don't know if I'm the only one who noticed this. Like when Season 4 dropped, the netcode felt significantly better and improved for like 2 weeks. And then it's like something happened and it went back to dog shit. It's like I could play with Americans, Yankees, where I would usually have a really subpar 3-bar, and that felt like a 4-bar and like pretty playable. I mean, still pretty fucking bad when you compare it to the modern fighters, right? But it was better. And I felt like it went back to dog shit. And I don't know if this is placebo, but yeah, it's like Tekken netcode right now is really bad. Really bad. I mean, 5 years ago, I think it still was like in okay-ish territory, but to be honest, this delay-based pseudo rollback was kind of dated even in 2017. I think you already had Skullgirls with super good rollback. But right now, you know, in 2022, Tekken's netcode is, I think it's like archaic, prehistoric. Compared to the competition, it is just so bad. So now he's talking about, again, like how it's hard to incorporate, you know, the Tekken engine with the 3D animations and a 3D camera with rollback. But if what he's saying here is that, you know, oh, this is as far as we can push it with Tekken, it's like, yeah, I've told you guys before how skeptical I feel like with Tekken 8. And how lazy they were with many aspects of Tekken 7. And again, I understand it, like with the probably very limited budget after Tag 2's failure. But this is where like, I'm so afraid that we get another Tekken 8 where we're like, well, it worked for Tekken 7, so here's yet again a game with, you know, subpar netcode because, you know, this is as far as we can push it. Again, he knows much more than I do. Might be correct here, but if that's as far as Tekken can take netcode, it's like, that is very, very disappointing and disheartening. And if there are no dedicated servers, no anti-cheat, yet again, you know, people, it's Plug City Online. It's like, I mean, I could take a few years of it with Tekken 7, but holy shit, you know, if that's how Tekken 8 comes out, swinging, dear Lord. I mean, considering you'll have like now Project L, a Street Fighter 6, but I think will have absolutely insane rollback. And you have DNF Duel and every other amazing Arc System game that's gonna come out. It's like, oh, and Multiverses, yeah. I don't know, it's a bit disheartening.
もう起きちゃった後にあーっつってアニメーションをギュッて戻すから 絵が壊れやすいんですよ。
はいはいはいはい。
だから
And the graphics could tear.
3フレぐらいが今のところ限界です。これはだから鉄拳に限らずですよ。
Yeah, he says free frames is our limit.
というわけで、はい、第3弾の
Dear Lord.
お待たせしました。第3弾の
So there you have it. So even if I want to increase the number of rollback frames, 3 is our limit. 3 frames. So I don't know, how many frames does the 2Ds go up to? The competition. It's way more, I think. Ten frames of rollback. I think I've seen the number 8 at least. King of Hearts 15 I think has 6. King of Hearts 15 has 1. 1 frame of rollback. King of Fighters has 8. MK11 has 8. Yeah, I've seen the number 8 a lot. I think Skullgirls had 8. So again, like, he obviously is the Lord of Tekken. He knows everything about that game and its engine. But this means, it looks like it means we're going to still be playing more of a delay-based netcode game where, again, you press a button and there's a delay. That's what you're playing now in Tekken 7. You know, oh, it's a 4-bar. You press and you wait a few frames and then your attack comes out. But again, I feel like, is even the delay-based part of a netcode absolute rubbish? I don't get how, if I'm playing Tekken 7, I only have decent netcode if I'm playing against someone who's, in terms of region, like very close to me. I'm in Sweden, so neighboring countries like Finland, Norway, Denmark works well. But as soon as someone's just like in Spain, it's just rubbish. How can I play MK11 against someone who's in the US and the netcode holds up really well? Is that just the rollback effect? Or is it like the base netcode rubbish in Tekken? I just don't know. I guess it's the rollback portion of it. Yeah, so this... It's not fun to listen to this, and he might be correct. It might be a Tekken problem, you know, being the only 3D fighter out there. But yeah, it's wow. I wonder what Tekken 8 is going to look like netcode wise. Yeah, I was already a little bit skeptical. And again, I don't like the fact that they're not keeping in touch with their fans, right? We're not really getting a lot of information. Yeah. I really hope, you know, that this is... this does not mean we're gonna get Tekken 7's netcode in Tekken 8. I really hope that's not the case, that we get something a bit more modern, but this seems to be him implying that we've gone as far as we can with the Tekken 7 engine and netcode, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm gonna post this to YouTube because it's at least an interesting conversation. So thank you for listening to me, everyone. Bye-bye.